Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Khorasan Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seales, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a Friday episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Spike Feresten. What's up, buddy?
I'm the dumbest guy in town.
No,
so you've got me here.
You're the resident
here
smarty
for a
pants.
reason. We're here to tell you how dumb you are. No, but we are trying to understand the fact that the world is getting dumber as we speak. It's like global warming. It's happening faster.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Once we meant to melt the dumb ice caps, then, then the dumb sea rises.
It just rises. The temperature of dumbness rises in the world, and we just are trying to figure it out. You have a great podcast that we just did that I really love, Spike's Car Radio.
You guys were great.
It was really fun.
I loved it. I feel like we didn't get enough into cars with you.
It didn't matter. The fans were like, funniest episode ever. I read that a lot.
Stop.
I did, I swear.
We had a blast doing it with you, and I love how much we scratched the surface of your love of cars. And I just, to me, have like anything, I'm like fascinated by people who have a tremendous knowledge in a certain area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what's your, I know what my favorite is, and I'm just an outsider. I don't have, there's, I was saying, there's a Corvette Stingray body in my neighborhood, and I'm like, I love that car. Dan's favorite car is the car your first car that you had?
My first car, 72 Chevelle.
Yeah. Fantastic cars. These are all great cars. I was driving here in a brand new GT2 RS, and I found myself for, I think, about 10 minutes of the drive feeling happy and got out of that self-loathing, that self-hatred.
That just
and I went,
this town.
I think that's what the cars do for me. I think
by the way,
5 or 10 minutes a day, I don't hate myself, and I'm not lost in this morbid self-reflection.
For you, it's a car. For other people, it's Lexapro. But for you, it's probably also Lexapro. No, but if you might recognize Spike, he had a fantastic talk show that I watched back in the day, and it was on. We thought it was on FX, but it was on Fox.
It was on Fox proper.
On Fox proper.
There was a network
That is
talk
so
show.
hard to do.
Yeah, it was impossible. It should never have happened.
But
it was wonderful.
No, but a great
really
writer
cool.
leading
Thank
up to that. I always felt like that was...
Yeah, I wanted to do a writer-driven late-night show. That was all just the writer's room.
Phenomenal.
So funny because we talk about friends who have worked on The Daily Show, and they love Jon Stewart. I mean, Jon Stewart is just the best of the best of the best. But I think some of the writers on The Daily Show loved when Kilborn was on it because he really did what they wrote. Not that John didn't do what they wrote, but John gave it so much.
John put English on it and did it his way and really sort of evolved it.
But Kilborn really executed what the writers were had envisioned.
Well, that's what you do. I mean, that's why you want that job. You want to do as much or as little as you want. Mm-hmm. That's your show.
It's an accordion. It's an accordion. You're like, let's make it this big.
Well, I started off writing jokes. So, and then you're the guy picking the jokes and writing them and rewriting. But, you get the right writers. It's such a great job. It's so much fun.
Well, I love that show, and I do think you are uniquely designed to help us try and figure this dumb world out as we get great stories sent to us and sent to Dan. We've never seen them. You've never heard them. Dan's barely read them. Let's jump into it, right?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, here we go. This was sent in by Tony McDaniel at Tony Mac comedy. So maybe
He's a
Tony's
comedian.
comic.
I think he's a
Yeah.
comedian.
For a second, I was like, is that one of Run DMC?
Yeah.
Is
Tony
that the-
McDonald,
McDaniel?
Tony Mac,
Tony McDaniel.
Huntington, West Virginia. Don't know that we've been in West Virginia and Dumb People Town.
But
Have you ever been to West
Probably.
Virginia? Have you ever been to West Virginia?
No, have you?
Have you ever been to West Virginia?
Yeah, I was just shooting some stuff there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
part?
I don't recall. I mean, I had the crew. I wasn't there myself, but I
Yeah.
heard stories of dumb people told.
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West? That's Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Yeah.
We've been
Have
to
you seen
Morgantown.
that doc?
No. I
Oh,
want to.
Spike, have you seen that documentary? You
Is it
guys.
about like a holler somewhere and that whole thing?
It's these
poor white people in West Virginia.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
They have a lot of land. They like to do jackassian stunts there.
But
There's
like,
some-
You're right.
Are they? But they might be happier than we are. You
Oh,
said-
they were all extremely happy. The
So
people
then-
we shot were very happy.
So then
Not
they
as
might.
When you
happy in
say
the
shot,
wild.
you actually took a
gun and shot them.
Yeah, we did.
Execution style. Line them up against the
The
wall.
whites-
There was no production there. You were just shooting
No,
people.
I
the
was just
whites of
shooting
West
people in
Virginia
a-
not as happy.
You do
Not
realize
as happy.
that, like, in Hollywood, we just assumed what you were talking about. But if someone's not from Hollywood and you're like, we went to West Virginia to shoot some people,
Yeah.
that
That
feels.
sounds like I'm shooting them with guns.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like, is that a new thing?
There were two. We shot a couple of television pilots
There you
there for television network.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was like, is that a new wing of MoveOn.org?
And it's awesome there. Believe me.
Oh, I know.
I did.
Once
It
it's
is
a good
beautiful.
tape, you go to West Virginia.
It
It's
is beautiful.
beautiful.
Morgantown, West Virginia, where University of West Virginia is gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
a beautiful campus in the mountains, Smoky Mountain. I think Smoky Mountains, maybe.
Yeah, West
Beautiful.
Virginia gets a
Sounded
shot
good.
out on country roads, doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
John Denver?
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Take me home. It's often said that thieves will take whatever they can get their hands on. Now, we know this is true because we had the story of someone stealing a cheese grater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember a story, and I don't think we ever did this, where someone robbed the house with
Mason Tackett. was
Right,
who
Mason
that
Tackett.
was, yeah.
But someone robbed the house with their small child so that the child could get everything off the bottom shelves.
Stop.
Yeah, you got to get your kids in there, teach them
but
the old
it's-
trade.
So it's really the thrill of the hunt more than even what you're getting is what you're trying to
I
do.
They
guess.
couldn't, they
I don't
couldn't
know.
squat.
no time, Spike.
Anyway, it's often said that thieves will take whatever they can get their hands on, but one burglary case in Huntington has truly left the victim and neighbors dumbfounded.
Oh, well, that was an
Now
attempt.
you're here.
Now you're here.
Saturday, Barry Hyder,
That's his
not
name?
Bill Hader, not Bill
Not Bill
Hader
Hader
in
from the
Barry.
movie.
Not
Yeah,
Bill
for the
Hader
show
show
Barry.
Barry, which
No.
is great.
Barry Hyder.
Barry Hyder went to his daughter's wedding. One of the happiest moments of his life was followed
man.
by one of the most bizarre when he returned home.
This is like when players are playing in the Super Bowl and like someone goes to their house and just robs the fuck out of it.
Wasn't that an old trick of the trade that people would like look for funeral announcements, see when the wake was going to be, and then go to the house of those people and rob them while
This is like
they were
Dan, it is
Good
now.
plan.
Now
No,
that
no,
you
no,
announced
That's a
it.
good
No,
plan.
I'm-
that was happening to the Dodgers this year.
I know.
by the
I
way.
remember-
Did Yasiel Puig's house
Yeah.
get ripped off?
Exactly.
I remember being a kid and somebody would like we sadly went to a lot of funerals when I was a kid, and they would say like, "Oh yeah, we had so and so. We asked them to stay at our house while we were here at the wake or while we were here at the funeral because
On
people
guard.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
on
weddings they do it too. Usually they just don't know when the wedding's.
Jeez.
is.
Free
well, that's
social media.
now it's Instagram. Every
Instagram.
vacation picture.
Yeah, right. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gone.
Go ahead, help yourself.
wide
folks.
open.
Yeah. Literally, you just exactly said it, Randy. Quote, this is from Barry Hyder. Our back door was wide open.
Whoa.
Yes.
That is a little on you.
Somebody-
I'm not blaming the victim, but come on.
Well, they didn't leave it that way. That's what was there when they came back. They're in the car on the way to the wedding. Do you want to close that door? No, just go.
it's
Leave
good.
What do we
it.
have to
Nobody's-
worry about?
Nobody's going to do
What,
it.
someone's going to steal our pencil cup?
What did
I
they
don't want to
steal?
get hammered at the wedding and lose our keys and then not be able to get in because
back
our
in the
door
house.
isn't
Just
wide
leave it
open.
open.
I'm just trying to be preemptive.
Somebody had climbed through a window into his house along Monroe Avenue in Huntington. The person writing this, do you think we don't need to start telling everybody where they live? They were just robbed.
Yeah.
We don't need to give the...
They have nothing left.
Yeah, that's
It's all
true.
gone.
That's a
They're
good
starting
point.
over. Drop some stuff off.
Put it in. Put it back in the house.
The quote, this is from Barry Hyder. The place was ransacked. Hyder said there had been a leak in his bathroom, so he'd been planning to remodel it and install a brand new commode, which was sitting in a box in his living room.
Commode. Can't tell you the last time I heard a toilet described as a
Commode.
Barry, if this commode doesn't get out of our living room, it's been there for 4.5 weeks.
You know, Barry was having people over to watch like University of West Virginia, and they used,
Where should I sit? Sit on the commode
They
box.
use the commode as like a
Sit on the
extra
throne.
seat
Yeah.
to watch.
There's always a dad visiting his daughter in L.A. who asks the waiter at the Mexican restaurant, Where's the commode at around here?
And she's like, I'm trying to be I was
Right.
an extra.
Maybe Barry's a hospital worker.
It could
I
be.
think those are the only folks that say commode.
Yeah.
Well, the thief stole a TV, computer, and the
commode.
new toilet.
Why?
Hold on, let's be
In the middle of a remodel.
well in the middle of a living room. I want to know what I want to know is how long was that toilet sitting in the living room in a box?
And how much did his wife, when they came back and it was gone, she's like, I told you.
I told you. You put
She's
that
probably
away.
glad.
If you would have put that in and finished the remodel, we
Right.
would still have it.
I want to know where they were going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's a great
If the
question,
toilet
too.
is in a
It's
box.
well,
Were they out back? It is West Virginia.
West
Well, it is
Virginia.
outhouse. But look, here's what I do think
veritable
there's
shithole.
someone in his mind. He had logic going. he had.
You said it.
did?
He said,
You said
he had
that.
logic. He was like, "Look, this is the living room. When do you feel the most alive? When you're taking a really good shit. This toilet is representative
Sure.
of L-I-V-I-N.
Or maybe it was like, why? Yeah, exactly. Why do we need to put rules on where things are?
I just hope that literally
Let's create our own rules.
That's true. I see a scenario where weeks of her telling him,
Move it
"Get this toilet out of
Get
my
it out.
living room."
And now-
I'm gonna.
and now she
after
is-
the wedding.
after the
Are you
wedding.
married?
Yeah.
So, like, you know that relationship with your wife, and vice versa. The idea that you didn't do something and it comes back to bite you in the ass. That's everybody has dealt with.
Yeah,
it.
maybe
we've
she
all-
was the one who was supposed to put the toilet in, and he kept being like, "Honey, can you please install this?"
She's
toilet?
like, I'm gonna.
After the wedding.
We're gonna get through this
do it.
wedding, and then it's toilet time. But until then,
How about the possibility that this toilet was a wedding present? That at the last minute he said, I picked something up. What'd you get? A toilet.
toilet,
She
right.
said, no.
Or
We're
it
not bringing
came
that.
3
They
weeks
read-
ago, and they're like, "Can we put it in?" Not till after the wedding. What if they don't go through with it?
right?
The toilet is one of those things. It's so easy to install. It's really
It
a
is?
5 or 10 minute installation.
You take
Have
off,
you ever done it?
You
No.
unscrew the
It's
top
like
of the other
it's
one,
4 bolts, right?
You lift it off.
and then you put the other one on top,
line
and
it
you
up.
screw it back down.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
That is it.
That's it.
So maybe he just didn't have time to do it.
Or she didn't. But I also,
she didn't.
I love the idea though of one
She
of them
didn't.
nagging the other,
Yeah.
being like, "Let us
please do it."
finish this goddamn wedding." But right now, I have centerpieces. That's what I'm dealing with.
I'm trying to do a seating chart, and you're talking to me about the toilet in the other room.
Was it was her wedding?
It was her
Her
daughter's
daughters.
wedding.
Her
It was
daughter's
Barry
wedding.
Hyder's daughters. BH.
But also,
There's more stuff in that living room.
as a
There's more
thief,
stuff.
as a
Well,
thief,
there was a TV and a computer, and you know it's a desktop.
And I'm gonna say, no less than 3 fishing rods
100%.
leaned up against.
the thief was like, "What is the most heavy, largest, bulkiest thing I can steal with no street value?
Right.
Grab that toilet over there.
Also, if you're stealing a toilet, you know you've got time.
You've got.
Yes.
That's
You got-
the.
yeah.
So Dan, do you think this is an inside job? Do you know what I'm saying? Like they know that
they knew what they knew in the wedding was.
They
I would
weren't invited.
tend to say
It's a neighbor down the street who wasn't invited, who thought
Right.
they should have been invited.
Right.
Now, they know they're gone.
if you're funny, you take the toilet and then 3 weeks later you put it on their front doorstep.
No, 3 weeks later you install it.
You install it in their house.
And they go to sit down, and they don't know why it feels different.
Right.
That
I
would
think
be-
this has to be meth heads. This
Maybe.
is a meth head decision.
We'll sell it. We'll sell it.
We can sell it,
we
man.
can live in it. We can live in it.
Think about it, dude. Think about it. Everyone needs a toilet.
That's
All
actually-
we got to do is find someone who needs
Great
it.
logic.
It's genius, man.
Yeah.
It's
Great
genius.
logic.
Yeah.
Dude,
Supply
you're
and
such
demand.
a genius.
There's a lot of supply and demand. A lot of demand. When you need a toilet, it's a lot of demand.
He's on
when you
that.
really need a toilet, that's a lot of demand.
Everybody and
Came easy to
everything.
him.
Quote, how desperate are you that you steal a toilet of all things? But as Spike's pointed out, how lazy are you that you haven't installed that toilet?
Of all things.
Of all things. Neighbors are confused why a thief would stoop to this new low. I love that they're acting as though the thief stole their photo albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't need that.
A new low would be an old toilet. If
Yeah,
they
that's-
took
that
an
is
old
a new
toilet
low.
and said,
Yeah, they
and
were-
this, that would be real serial killer move. It's like, I got
Who's
you
gonna-
right here.
And who's going to take the old toilet away, honey? Thieves.
Right.
Thieves will take it away.
I don't understand why someone would steal a toilet, neighbor Ashley Holland said.
Who, to no one, to nobody in particular, she just said that loudly. And then someone's like,
recorded.
write it down
Right.
if we need more words.
And then it's very sad for somebody to break into somebody's house and steal a toilet. They're literally treating this like it's a puppy. Is it that sad that someone stole
It was
that?
only a 6-week-old toilet, Dan. It wasn't even house trained.
It didn't even.
It wasn't. It kept
First
the
of all-
toilet just kept going into the living room.
But you know, like the firebugs like to show up to the fire. I
Sure.
think this girl, I think she's the one
Ashley
who did it.
Holland?
Ashley
Yeah.
did it.
What's going on over
it's
here?
Clear. It's so very clear. I have something to say about it. Well, there are no reporters.
No, yeah.
Right.
There's no
Ashley.
one here covering this.
Somebody get Ashley's quote here.
Quote this.
By the way, the toilet didn't even have its shots yet.
And then it's a quote, which I think is attributed to Ashley. It just says, "It's fitting you stole a toilet because this is a bunch of crap." We love news comedy.
Knew that was
love
gonna-
news comedy.
There you go.
And there was a debate whether they could say crap.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yep.
this is going in at 10 p.m. Yeah, we can do it, but I'm not happy about
Right.
it. We're going to get complaints.
Should we take a break and then?
Yeah,
come
let's
back?
take a break.
Let's
I have a fun little a little fact when we come right back.
Okay, I
from this
can't
break.
wait. Spike Feresten is with us. I almost said Feresten. And we'll be back with more Dumb People Town right after this.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying connected and productive? And then there's your newest coworker, the cat. Well, your friends at Trello have been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Trello keeps everyone organized and on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Teams of all shapes and sizes at companies like Google, Fender, Costco, and likely your favorite neighborhood coffee shop all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I hope you did something smart in the break. And let's get to it, Dan.
Before we do, the
Before we do.
podcast is called Spike's Car Radio. If you love
Yes.
cars and you love
Comedy. It's really a car and comedy.
right,
podcast.
and you love that's the way in, but like
Yeah.
it's you having funny conversations with people that you enjoy in that way.
Yeah, we've had Leno, Corolla. It's all like the secret car guys and then a lot of non-car people. And then it's just, comedians like you guys.
Yeah.
It's just whoever I want to talk to for an hour a week.
That-
and,
that was-
the car is the way in.
That's what you said to us right before we sat down. You were like, you made us feel very good because you said, I've wanted you guys on this for a long time, and I don't need to talk to people I don't want to talk to. So the fact that
Made
you
us
are
feel
here
very
means
good.
the fact you're here means I wanted to sit down.
Yeah,
and spend
we're
this
going to
time
have
with
fun,
you.
and we did.
We totally did. So anyway, check that
Nice.
out. Are you on? You're on the Twitters and on the Instagrams as well. Do you Instagram a bunch of stuff about cars? And
Yeah, Spike. Instagram mostly.
Okay.
I'm not trusting Facebook these days.
yeah, well,
Yeah, it's getting a little
why
sketchy.
not?
Yeah, right. And we also should remind everybody that on January 11th, we were doing a stand-up show at SF Sketchfest that night. And then after that, at 10:30 over at Cobb's, come over to Dumb People Town, where we will be doing a live Dumb People Town Hall the night before your guys' birthday. It'll be your birthday
It'll
at
roll
midnight.
into our birthday.
Roll
And
into
if
our
if
birthday.
you haven't heard or we haven't told you yet, Ron Funches is joining us for a live Dumb People
And maybe
Town.
another special guest on that show, too.
That might be
So-
great too. And if you're a Drip member, make sure you follow the protocol on the Facebook page and email us to let us know that you're coming because we'll also be doing a little meet and greet before the show. as
Pre-show.
well. Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay. Hyder, that's Barry if you're nasty,
Hider.
says his toilet theft is the last straw. And he is making plans to move to Tennessee to be with relatives. I guess I didn't think about this. Maybe he's
Wow.
unmarried. There might be no one else
Or
in the
this
house.
this was his saying if you got 2 strikes against you, West Virginia. If you steal my toilet,
one more thing happens, I'm moving to Tennessee.
By the way, his last name is Hyder, and he didn't do a good job hiding the new toilet.
He's not a good hider.
No.
If he goes to Tennessee, is that an upgrade?
No. Something else is going on with his family. There's some other detail that we don't have. That this is the last straw, the wedding, the wife. There's a lot wrong with what's happening here.
I kind of am going to pick up on what you're saying, Spike. I don't think he's that mad about the toilet.
No, I don't
think
either.
this just gave him an excuse to get the fuck out.
That is an excuse. The toilet is an excuse.
Hold on, because he says, the toilet theft is the last straw. He moved to Huntington last November.
Uh-oh.
And he has been robbed since he moved there. How many times?
All right.
Coming to you with an overview to find out how much damage did they do.
Okay, now you guys, we're going to play a little fun guessing game. How many times in one year
as Barry
I know exactly the number.
do you think someone has broken into his house and
And
robbed
show
him?
your work.
It's six.
Why is it
Six times.
Why
I don't know.
You just feel it. You see the number.
I see the number.
All right, Spike 6. Randy or Jason?
Jason, what do you think?
He's been robbed 4 times.
4 times from Jason's squad.
Is this including the toilet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 times in a year.
I think
is a
he's
lot.
been robbed 9 times.
Nice.
Like Ferris Bueller's Days Off. 9 times.
And so the reason they took the toilet is because there's nothing else left.
He's got
The
nothing else.
computer, the TV. Also,
Just wiped him out.
yes.
He said that's the 3rd desktop that's gone.
This
Right.
this is meth head behavior.
It is.
It is.
We need money for meth. Just
Or
go to that
better-
guy's house.
Or better locks.
All right, Spike, what did you say?
6.
6.
Jason said 4. I
4.
said 9.
9. Okay. Barry Hyder, get your answers in now, townies. Because since moving into Huntington, West Virginia last November,
This is my favorite part of the show
What an
because, by the way, like just know that
We're on the
tens of
tourism
thousands
board.
of people are listening to this somewhere on the subway,
Right.
at work,
And they're yelling
just,
out a number.
They're just like 7. They're just shouting.
Or they're going, let's move to Huntington, Virginia.
Please, dear
I
God.
got robbed less there.
His last quote is, quote, "This is it. I can't handle it anymore," which probably goes for a lot of areas in his life.
Or a lot of people in West Virginia.
Right, but we wish nothing
That's,
but the
by the way,
best
that's what he says
for
when he
his daughter.
finishes dinner too. He like pushes the plate forward and he's like, "This
I
is
can't
it.
handle it anymore.
I can't handle it anymore. That's a good feeling, though, when you're
Isn't
in
it,
that
though?
Yeah, when you get endless pasta at Olive Garden. All right.
By the way, when I
is
was
it a good
younger,
feeling?
I used to be like endless pasta. I could do that, and I would get like 3 bowls of that. Now, just to finish a bowl of pasta feels like hard
Work.
and like I'll pay
Endless
for
gas.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
and
be
you'll-
paying for that.
you'll be
Everyone
paying
in my
for it.
life will be paying for it.
All right, we're going to get out of
And
here.
you don't
on
even
this.
have a
This is
living
drum
room
roll.
toilet to
Here it
go in.
is. And by the way, we're going to start a GoFundMe for this man's new toilet.
Please.
And a moving truck.
Definitely the latter.
The moving truck.
Barry Hyder, in the last year of living in Huntington, who's now going back to Tennessee to be with relatives, has been robbed
This is going to be like 15.
20!
3 times.
I was
Jay,
right.
Jay, you were
There you
one
go.
off.
Think about it. If you were
fantastic.
robbed 3 times, you'd be upset.
Twice.
Dude,
in one
if
year.
you're robbed
Twice.
3 times, even after the second time, you need to go to hotel rules. Everything in your house needs to be screwed down.
Nail
to
it
the
down.
The
Nail it
TV can't come off the wall. The speakers are nailed to the end table. Like,
Or just don't have nice
Just
things.
get a Ring camera.
Yes.
Just get a Ring camera.
There you
You'll
go.
resolve this in a minute.
You're
very
assuming
true.
he has a phone. That's the
I'm going
part
to
of
put
it.
that into my GoFundMe for this guy. For
him a
Gary,
Ring
whatever his name
camera.
is.
Very
If you
nice.
like
Ring
it,
camera,
put
a
Ring
toilet.
camera on it.
yeah.
A toilet with a Ring camera.
A toilet
There you
with a
go.
Ring camera.
When you flush it, it turns on.
That
There we
would
go.
be genius. There it is. All right. There's
That's
the
a story, guys.
That's a story. That's an episode. Spike, thanks for joining us.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in and
fun.
out, man. It's
Fantastic.
super fun.
In and
we'll
out.
have you back.
We'll have you back on another
Anytime,
one.
guys.
Please check out his awesome podcast and follow him on Instagram. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.